Alt 98.7, it is Harms. We are on a lovely patio
right above the freeway.
in Burbank, California, with Matt Bellamy and Dominic Howard of the band Muse. Fellas, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks.
It's an exciting time. There's a couple of things we could talk about. There is a big tour that you guys are going on in the summer, but there's also a new song, and I kind of wanted to focus on the new song, at least at first. What can you tell us? What's the name of the song? Like, why is this a thing right now?
Yeah, we've got a song called Dig Down. Wrote it about 6 weeks ago, recorded it really quick, finished it off, and we thought, it's going to be a song on our next album, but we thought, we live in an age where you can get music out there really quickly now, and it's nice for us to have this fresh turnaround, getting a new song out straight away. In the past, sometimes we've had new songs and you have to finish the album, and sometimes you'll wait for a year or 18 months to get a song out, and this song just felt really sort of current, and we wanted to get it out quickly to coincide with our tour that's coming up, and we're very proud of it. Yeah, it's like a gospel song mixed with some electronica and some rock. Yeah.
I think I've heard that through the grapevine, this is kind of like the new Muse thing, is to do a song and just kind of throw it out there. You did it Halloween with the Cramps cover. You're doing it now with this new track, and you sort of explained it right there. Is that it? It's just kind of the gratification of having the song, having to be done, and not having to wait for the whole machine of putting out an album, having the gratification of putting it out there.
Yeah, it's a number of things really. It's one of the main things is that I guess the people, including myself, don't always listen to whole albums anymore. Sometimes I pick out my favorite songs and I put together playlists of different artists, So it feels like having to hold everything back for an album doesn't seem as relevant as it used to. Do you know what I mean? But even having said that, we still do love making albums and concept albums, and this song will be part of an album probably next year. Another reason is that we used to do big 18-month tours and then take a break for a year or two, and we like the idea of, rather than doing big intensive tours, just doing a couple weeks here, taking a few months off, a few weeks there, a few weeks off. So we're still going to be active this year, So, and the idea of going out with at least a new song to play, or a couple of new songs, made that feel exciting as well. So it's kind of I guess in breaking up the sort of old way of doing things, which is a big set of material and one big tour, and then everyone's exhausted and can't do anything for 2 years, So, yeah. And that's not really realistic to how the creative process works, It's I was inspired to write this song only a few weeks ago, 6 weeks ago or so. And so, yeah, as I said, it felt strange to have to wait to get it out to people,
I think it's smart, and I think it's healthy in a lot of ways for a band that's been doing it as long as you guys have been doing it to break up the cycle a little bit and to switch things up, for sure. Does this allow you guys, and you guys are Muse, you guys can do whatever you want, but it does allow you to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more experimental. If you want to try a certain type of song, you don't have to commit to a full album of that type of music. You can just kind of go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, working, one song at a time, you're not, linking it necessarily musically to 10 other songs, or trying to make sure it sits in. It's just one thing, and it's, it was working this way. The recording process is quite quick, but it also seemed way more focused. Because, kind of like what Matt said, the more traditional way of working on a whole bunch of songs at once, you can easily get distracted from one song on a load of other songs and lose a bit of focus. Where with this, it's just this is it, one thing to to work on, and yeah, it enables you to be much more experimental. Just do whatever you feel rather than worrying about tie it in or see how it fits. So
that's fun. That's exciting as a fan to know that is an option. Again, with you guys, there's never been a lack of experimentation and trying new things, but the fact that door's open even wider now is absolutely exciting. No doubt about it. The world is in a funny place right now. You said that you wrote this song 6 weeks ago. Does any of stuff, positive stuff that's happened in the world, negative stuff that's happened in the world, make its way... has it made its way into this song, I guess?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I think this song is partly a response to the feeling of, I guess, anxiety and fear that a lot of people feel about the way the world's going, the recent shifts in politics. Across the pond, both sides of the ocean, I think that I wanted to send out a message of sort of, positive, optimism, and the fact that, if you dig down and find something inside yourself, you can change the world. And I still believe that, I think sometimes people can feel despondent or feel despair, like they don't have the ability to change things, but I think we do, and I think that's what the message I wanted to convey with this song.
We mentioned, I can't remember if the cameras are on or off when we talked about this, but we mentioned that shows are coming up and that you guys have been rehearsing. How many of, you're going to be on tour with 30 Seconds to Mars, you guys are doing some festival dates as well. How much of this show that we will see over this summer is similar or different than the Drones tour?
It's going to be pretty different, I'd say, yeah. Yeah, because the drones tour was in the round, and we had, because we were indoors, we had these drones flying around and everything, and we played a lot of the album, that album. So, this tour's going to be, we're still going to have visuals, but we're back in the 180 setup in these amphitheatres, so it's going to be an outdoor tour. Every show is going to be outdoors, whether it be a festival or an amphitheatre. And, so we'll play a bigger range of material from all of our albums. It won't just be limited to, it won't be sort of too heavy on the drones album. And, new visuals. Obviously, we'll be debuting a new song, Dig Down, hopefully.
Yeah.
And maybe, if we feel weird, we might even play some new kind of kit. So
cool. Yeah, that'd be great. Especially if you come out in the outfit that you did in the video as well. Cool. Matt, did I see you just, how do I put this, designed or helped manufacture your first acoustic guitar?
Oh, yeah.
Is that true? Can you talk us about that? Tell us about that?
Yeah, so there was actually, so Dig Down is one song. This other song we're working on is acoustic based. And it's the first time I've really written a song on the acoustic guitar for a while. So I thought, it's about time I actually got one, I had like an old second-hand one I had for years, but I felt like, with my Manson guitars, I thought I'd like to design one that's cool, that fits me and feels nice and lightweight. So I'm hoping to use that at some point on the tour, so that'll be a new occurrence, acoustic. I haven't played acoustic for a long time, so...
I was gonna say, that goes back to earlier in the conversation. If you guys are releasing one song at a time, that allows you to maybe tinker around with acoustic guitar.
For sure, like
that. How's that feel, by the way? How's it going?
Yeah, well, that with the acoustic stuff. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm still trying to get this one song right, and I'm trying to find a way of bringing in, I guess, drums, because he plays the drums so he's got a stadium drum kit, do you know what I mean? So you play the acoustic guitar, as soon as you hit the snare drum, you can't hear anything anymore, do you know what I mean? It's like the loudest drum kit in the universe.
I was going to say, they're not going to make you play with brushes, are they?
Yeah, he's going to have to get the brushes out or something.
We haven't pulled the acoustic out for since probably like something like that track, or well maybe Soldier's Poem, Soldier's Poem on Black Holes and Revelations, and that was like a really kind of stripped down.
That was on Absolution.
Soldier's Poem.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
No, Black Holes and Revelations, wasn't it? But it was, we actually recorded that song in this tiny little room in New York with brushes.
Yeah.
But all in the room at the same time. I think Chris is on either a double bass or acoustic bass and acoustic guitar, and we somehow managed to find the right balance without the stadium drum kit getting in the way of the acoustic guitar.
Sure.
It's possible.
Speaking of Absolution, next year's the 15th anniversary of that album. I believe it's maybe also the 20th anniversary of Showbiz coming up as well.
Yeah.
Are you guys the type of band that's going to do like an anniversary thing?
You know what? This year we're going to put out something actually this year. We're working on it now. It's probably going to be like a limited edition type package of like all the early, the first two albums put together, but all the sort of songs and demos that we made around that time.
Okay.
We're hopefully going to put that out this year. We're going to call it Origin of Muse, because it's basically like the story musically of how we got to the Origin of Symmetry album, which is our second album, Because the first album in some ways is like us still discovering our sound and everything,
Yeah.
So that'll be something fun that we put out. And it's not necessarily going to coincide exactly with the anniversary date, but I guess it's a reference to the fact that we're coming up to 20 years since the first album, yeah.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Are you the type of band that would ever go out and play any one of these records from start to finish? That's a thing as well.
Well, we actually have already done that with Origin of Symmetry, but we did that on its 10th year anniversary. We actually played the Reading Festival in the UK, and we came out and just played that album from start to finish, and that was maybe the only time we've done that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, we played Black Holes and Revelations once from top to finish, but that was just actually when the album came out, so that wasn't like an anniversary thing. But yeah, we've done it a couple times. I mean, some albums lend themselves better to others as being played in their entirety, Drones would work actually as a full album play. Yeah, we've done it twice before. I mean, maybe we'll do it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it a good experience? Did you enjoy it, or you're like, not for us?
Well, maybe in 2019 we could do the Resistance. That might work. Because that'll be 10 years.
10 years.
2019, that'll be 10 years.
No, I enjoyed it, yeah. Yeah, it was good. We'll do it again.
Good. Congratulations on everything. Thank you for being here.
Cool, thanks for having us.
Thanks.
This song we're very, very stoked on, and we are just as stoked, if not more so, to see you guys all around and about this summer.
Excellent, thanks.
Absolutely.
Nice.
It is Matt and Dom from the band Muse, and we are happy we survived in this windy weather underneath this shaking umbrella.